Hitler wasn't able to stare at a blank canvas just like so many of us. He could not become the artist that he could have been. He chose the easier path, and in his case, it was starting a war. Obviously, this was very clickbaity, but hear me out, and by the end of the video, you will agree to me in some sense. You know what's common between Hitler and me, or you for that matter? I hate seeing an empty screen before I start designing. I'll do everything possible other than designing. I'll go start watching a YouTube video on how to design, I'll start watching football highlights, or I'll start cleaning my Notion documents. Anything but actually starting the work. Forget design. I hate doing so many things that I know are good for me in the long run. It was the same case with gym, when I was studying for exams, or even starting this YouTube channel. So, the scene is that from the past 2 weeks, I didn't have the time to shoot and edit this video. But if you see at my screen time on my phone, you'll realize that I was wasting time on unnecessary apps. So, was I cheating myself? In this book called The War of Art, I understood what was happening. Quite frankly, this book changed my life. And it could have changed Hitler's too. I probably should stop using Hitler terms. I might get cancelled. Anyways, we have two lives, a default life and an unlived life. The thing that stands between these two is called resistance with a capital R. It's a term coined by Steven Pressfield in this book. Resistance is this negative force that each and every one of us have faced in our daily lives. It does not discriminate based on sex, race, or anything. It's that inner voice inside your head which tells you that you're no good, you can't do it, and it will distract you. For example, I had to start this YouTube channel 6 months ago, but resistance beat me. It told me that I can't do it. I shouldn't do it because everything has already been said. There's nothing I really can do anything different. And I listened for a long time. That's when I realized that one of the biggest lies that people told was that they aren't scared. I thought starting a YouTube channel or doing anything creative required some calling from the heavens. But that's not true. Because when I was a kid, I had this vision in my head that being a creative was something like how Charles Bukowski tells in this poem.
If it doesn't come bursting out of you, in spite of everything, don't do it. Unless it comes unasked out of your heart and your mind and your mouth and your gut, don't do it. If you have to sit up for hours staring at your computer screen or hunched over your typewriter, searching for words, don't do it. If it's hard work, just thinking about doing it, don't do it. Unless it comes out of your soul like a rocket. Unless being still would drive you to madness or suicide or murder, don't do it. When it is truly time, if you have been chosen, it will do it by itself, and then it will keep on doing it until you die, or it dies in you. There is no other way, and there never was.
This is so far from truth. I wonder if he was openly misleading people. Okay, maybe not, but I had this goddamn mentality for like forever. It almost took me 10 years to realize that I could have a life as a designer. Resistance told me I couldn't do it all that time, and I believed it. But Steven Pressfield in this book kind of opened my eyes. He told me a secret that only the pros know. The secret that the pro designers know is that designing is actually the easy part. The hard part is you sitting down to work. Young Som, wait, that sounds like a rapper name. Oh, Young Som never really sat down to work and learn the craft, and it cost him 10 goddamn years. Anyways, this isn't just a marketing term, right? It's neurological. See, I won't give you too much of a biology lesson, but you just got to know that there's this part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex. It's responsible for your thinking, but it uses a lot of energy when it thinks. and this makes it get tired very easily. Your hunter-gatherer brain does not like this. It likes saving energy. See, you'll only feel resistance when you want to change. And resistance will cause you anxiety, it will terrify you, and it will make you indulge in all kind of distractions. Because it knows that there's something valuable on the other side. If you didn't like it enough, why would you want to change? Usually, resistance works in the form of procrastination. Why? Because it's the easiest to rationalize. You will do it, but tomorrow. And we all know what happens tomorrow, don't we? On one fine day in July, I told myself I'll start shooting for this YouTube channel tomorrow. And that tomorrow became 6 months. Resistance beat me. Indulgence is another form of resistance. Instead of sitting down and doing the work, we indulge in alcohol, sex, shopping, gaming, etc. To this date, instead of working on something very important, I start thinking about what I can buy next. And I start looking for the specs for those things. I know it's not very important, and this is why resistance is so lethal. It's invisible and internal. We think that it's friends, family that stop us, but it's actually us. Now, you may ask me, so what's wrong in being a little chill in life? See, I don't think there's any issue with being chill in life, but it's that hollowness or that guilt feeling that you have when you have put off work or indulge in something that you shouldn't have. Like Pressfield says, if you are meant to cure cancer or write a symphony or crack cold fusion and you don't do it, you not only hurt yourself, but you hurt your children, you hurt me, you hurt the planet. Creative work is not a selfish act or a bid for attention on the part of the actor. It's a gift to the world and every being in it. Don't cheat us of your contribution. Give us what you've got. I wanted to be a creative. I wanted to do something that brings about a change in this world. Me creating these videos is one of my attempts to do it. I can chill, but when it's needed, I used to indulge in these distractions and used to feel hollowness before, and I wanted to change it. So, how am I doing it? First, I'm learning to embrace it. I feel the fear, the anxiety, the urges, but I'm learning to be okay with it. In fact, I know that the stronger the resistance is when I need to do that work the most. And I usually feel the most fulfilled once I'm done with that work. It's like that saying, right? Harder the climb, better the view. Or to put it in a very cheesy way, the harder the thing is to do, the more you need to do it to honor your true self. So, if you think that resistance has been holding you back, then stop watching my videos. I mean, after this part, and start doing the work. The very act of you sitting down sets in motion a call for this inspiration to happen to you. It's a loop which starts with you taking action of sitting down that creates motivation, and that motivation will make you start taking action again. And this continues. Don't be that amateur who waits for inspiration. Be that professional who knows that inspiration will come once he starts. If you have pushed through it today, then congratulations. You have beaten resistance. But don't be fooled. Resistance will be waiting for you tomorrow and the next day and every day of your life. The War of Art was a book that changed my life. Let me know down in the comments below which is a book or books that changed your life. I'll be happy to have a conversation with you and probably make a video on it. Before I end the video, I wanted to tell that for me, one of the most fulfilling things was making this transition from my previous career to becoming a designer. But now that I am a designer, I want to become a better designer and climb the ladder quickly. If you're interested in knowing how to do it, then see you in the next one. Peace. Okay, so I really had to struggle to get this video done. I did the entire video in a matter of one day, but this was me telling myself that I could beat the resistance and I'm doing it. because I told myself that I'll upload a video a week, and I just had to keep up with my words. See you in the next one. Bye.